Yes.
I need to tell you about a Tuesday lunch idea.
Okay. All right. We are live. Can everybody hear us? Yes, you can turn yours on. Okay. Here we are. Oh, where's my sign? Where's my memory bound sign that Chris made us? Here, I got it right here. We are coming at you live from Memory Bound in Iowa. There's my sign.
There it is.
There's our sign. Chris made that sign for us. There's Kelly. Say hi, Kelly.
Hi, everybody.
And I'm Dawn. We're from Memory Bound in Iowa. And look at who's here today.
Morning.
Yay. Chris is here. We always know something, some paper engineering is going to take place when Chris is with us, because she has always some great ideas and techniques. So we can go ahead and begin. We've got a lot of people signed on, and Kelly's over here getting ready for the other portion of our demo.
Awesome.
Yes. Well, Chris, tell us what you got for us today.
All right. Well, I wanted to make a little treat box for everybody at work. So I made this little guy that opens up. I've got little Velcro dots on it. And he accordions out. I guess you'd call it accordioning out. But then I thought, well, why not do it for other things? So I made this one a little bigger and tied it with string. And it's the perfect size for a hot chocolate mix.
I love it. That's so cute.
And today I'm going to go outside my box completely. So if it works, it works. If not, well, we'll all learn together.
Okay, Jane says we have warmed up to -6 already.
Nice.
And Karen noticed you got a haircut.
I did.
Isn't that pretty sweet that we
Yes,
have
it was.
customers that notice you got a haircut?
I needed something different. It was a haircut or a new tattoo, so I went with the haircut.
Oh my gosh. You guys are all so sweet. I feel like everybody's family. She's not the only one to notice that you got a haircut. That is so sweet.
Well,
you guys
thank
are
you.
just, we're all family.
That's right.
We all know each other so well now. I think that's really funny.
My husband doesn't notice, but you guys do.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
Kelly always says that Doug would never notice
Sometimes
her.
if he knows I'm going for a haircut, he'll tell me in the morning, I'm just going to tell you now your hair looks good, even though I haven't been yet. So,
Jeez.
like, whatever.
Oh, golly.
Oh, good morning,
Oh,
everybody.
shoot.
We've got such a nice group on here already. My goodness.
Yes, we
Hello,
do.
hello.
Well, I decided Dawn was nice enough to bring some of her home-baked cookies, so I could use that as a sample. And I'm going to make one that will fit a cookie, because these won't.
I mean, who doesn't want to get a little treat box with a cookie in it?
Oh, my gosh.
That would be my favorite.
Last Thursday during the snowstorm, I had a customer call in, and she was making gift baskets for her neighbors that were getting their second COVID shot.
Oh.
So she was putting chicken soup, and I
my
said, I wish she
gosh.
was my neighbor.
No, that's just
But
so nice.
Yes, but I thought, that's kind of how I came up with the idea of a little hot chocolate box or a cookie box. You could, if you're doing something nice for a neighbor like that.
Oh, I love
So,
that.
yes. So anyway, I'm ready if you guys are.
We are.
All right. And I do have the dimensions, of course, for the hot chocolate box. And they're calling this a tea caddy online.
Okay.
Because it does perfectly fit tea.
Oh my gosh, that would be a fun little, I would like that
Yes.
too.
Oh my gosh, if you could get a cute little teapot with that and
cute.
varieties of tea. So anyway.
I think just treat bags, or tea bags
Yes,
would be
yeah.
fun. Okay, well, let's just take a screenshot of this if you want. Here's the tea caddy sizes. Here's the hot chocolate size. Take a screenshot of that, and then we'll post these after.
Oh, that's
That's okay.
That's my cheat sheet.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to need it. So, all right. So let's start with the cookie, because who doesn't want cookies for breakfast? So
We do.
if you're going to change the size of it, all you have to do is measure what you're putting in.
Okay.
So this measures 3 1/4. I can't believe it's square, but we'll go 3 1/2 by 3 1/4. Now, my width size, I'm only going to go a quarter size bigger. So I'm going to cut it 3 1/2 And now I have to do some math, so bear with me. So if I'm doing 3 1/4, 3 1/2, I need 3 1/2 times 2, so we have 7. And then I need 8 1/2 because my edges are each 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
And then we have this little flap
Okay.
that is, I believe, 1.5 inches. Yep, right. Well, 1 1/4 inches. So have you been doing the math, John?
No, that sounds like too much for me this morning. So 3 1/2 and 3 1/2 is 7.
And then we have 8 1/2 plus.
So 8 1/2 because you added,
I added
3/4 of an inch for there.
Top and bottom.
3/4 of an inch for there. So you're at 8 1/2. And then are you adding
We're
how
gonna
much
do
for the
9
flap?
and 1 1/4. So we're going to do 9 1/4.
All right.
And see how that ends up.
And we're going to cross our fingers that
That's right.
works.
That's right. What's the worst that can happen?
So in other words, if this is too much, just make a tea caddy or a hot chocolate caddy and you're good.
That's right. Well, you know, it's just one of those things that once you make a couple of them, then you're like, okay, I can go ahead and
Right.
get this. You'll be
Right.
fine.
And the other thing is if you have a friend that has a favorite candy bar or something that they like, you could make the size
Oh,
to fit their
definitely.
candy bars.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, since this was 3 1/4, my first score is going to be at 3 1/2. And then I need to go 3/4 of an inch, so I'm going to go to 4 1/4. I may have already messed up. We'll see. And then I need to go another 3 1/2 inches from here. So we're going to go, golly. See, I told you this wasn't a good idea. Here's one.
We could have done this one off camera
I
and did your
know.
tea caddy on camera. We
2,
might have to have you just do a tea caddy.
3. Yeah, I'm going to mess this up.
We'll just come back in
Yeah, well,
an inch and a quarter. You're fine.
Oh, golly.
There you go.
Yep,
At 8. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to be off on the other one. I thought maybe I could show you how to make it a little wider, but that's okay.
All right.
We're going to learn. We'll
Betty,
see how
you
this
haven't
works out.
missed anything yet because
Other than my math
we're
skills.
just still playing.
Yep, that's going to be off, but
We're gonna actually. Do you have
I
papers
do
to
have
do
one
a,
cut. I do.
Oh, she's got one to show us.
Yep. I was just hoping I'd be able to show you how to, but that's all right.
I think you can. I think it looks good
Well,
already.
We're going to be a little short, but if I had, see,
looks
it would.
good.
Well, it's off kilter.
It
It's
looks
not-
fine. It looks fine. Stick your cookie in
Yeah.
there.
let's go to plan whatever, and I'm going to show you the tea caddy that is already cut. Okay, so the tea caddy is one piece.
Oh, Michelle says it should be 9 3/4 inch long.
Oh,
boy,
well,
she
thank
already
you.
figured
Well,
that out.
Where were you? Oh. All right. The tea caddy piece is 2 5/8 by 8 5/8.
Okay.
And you're going to score on the long side. And I'm going to score it at 2 7/8. I'm going to go on the line here so I can see it.
Oh, Jane
then-
says to just take a bite out of the cookie.
I like the way you're thinking.
Yeah. This one was
Yep.
a tea bake caddy.
Yeah, this one I made a little shorter or a little narrower because I wanted to get the candy to fit in right. So that's why this one is just a little narrower than these.
Oh my, I don't know that your candy would have. That's being pretty precise, but look at the yummy candy in there. Okay, all right,
have
we're
that
back
later.
to this one.
Okay.
This is the tea bake caddy
Yep.
that Chris is making.
And then you go 3 5/8.
We're going to be posting the instructions, the measurements after the video.
6 1/2.
Oops, oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Sorry,
That's
Chris.
all right.
Kelly's over here disrupting.
I am
And 7
sorry.
1/4.
That was bad of me.
All right.
Let me straighten it back up.
You're fine.
Forgot you were reading.
Oh, this is cute. I like the stripe and the dots.
Okay, and then just crease your edges, set it aside, and then you have two pieces that are what are they? They're 2 7/8 by 3.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to go on the 3-inch side, and you're going to score it every 1/2 inch. Now, this, because I had some nuggets in there and it was a little thicker, I went 3 1/2 by the height.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And as long as you go with an even number, then you can score every 1/2 inch.
Okay.
I mean, you can't do 3 3/4 and have it turn out right. So this is my 3-inch side, as you can see.
So this is to make the accordion sides of her treat box or her tea caddy. I know, it really is cute. I love this.
All right, that's all the scoring you need to do. And then you're just going to do like the old fan fold that we used to do as kids.
Mm-hmm.
Mountain Valley, Mountain Valley. And you want a good sharp edge on it, so I just
I'm still laughing about just take a bite out of the cookie. That just makes me laugh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so now I use score tape on this because anytime you have something that's going to be moving, you're better off having score tape.
Yep. It holds it much more securely, so you don't have to worry about it falling apart.
Exactly.
And she's adding score tape. And is this like 1/2 inch?
No,
3/8
it's probably
3/8.
3/8.
Mm-hmm. 3/8 inch score tape to her accordion folds that are going to become the sides of her tea bag caddy.
Okay, now,
Or you could put whatever you wanted to in your little treat bags.
oh gosh, yeah.
What did you put anything? Look
I
at the little leprechaun one she made.
Did not put anything in him.
How cute is that? You put some little gold
Little gold chocolate coins.
chocolate
Oh.
coins. Yeah, wouldn't that be cute?
Yes.
Little leprechaun. And this is a hot chocolate. She has bags of hot chocolate. This one's big enough that you could add some marshmallows in there, I
Well,
think.
yeah.
Or a peppermint stick or whatever
Oh, that would be
you
fun.
want to put in there.
Okay, so pull off your little paper, and because this is stripe on one and little dots on the other, I'm going to go ahead and use the stripe on the outside and they suggest you do 3 mountains on the outside. That way you can slide the thing,
Oh.
I don't know that it really matters because I think I did both ways on mine. But
all
anyway,
right.
The only trick to this is making sure, and this paper is a little harder to see, making sure that you put your edge right up against your crease. You don't want to go over because otherwise your box isn't going to shut nicely. And then just give it a good push down.
Okay.
And the same on the other side, and I'll show you the little trick for getting it on there well.
The other side?
The other side, well, when I go to shut this.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Beth, Chris did get a new haircut. I just love that our customers,
Me too.
I just love. Oh, Pam says she loves the one with Norbert. You're right.
Oh,
I
my
do
little
too.
birthday.
Okay, we're going to show those again, but we want to see what Chris is doing here.
Okay, well, I already kind of.
She took the edge off of the one.
Yeah, and I don't know why I have to start with this side, but I just do. So the easiest way is to take this one and kind of push him out of the way.
All right.
Hold this down And then just line the top of your card up with that edge, and you can kind of slide it into place, and then while it's open, just push your paper down.
Okay.
And then same on this side. You just have to line it up, and then you can push her down, and
voila.
we have our little box ready to go.
Oh, that's adorable.
We'll go ahead and decorate.
Chris is, for those of you that are just signing on, Chris is making a tea bag caddy to give as like a gift for a friend or a neighbor. Here's one that she decorated with Norbert from the Tula and Norbert birthday collection.
And you could easily put some money in there for someone's birthday.
Absolutely. She put a little, this is the tea bag caddy size. And we're going to get back here because she's decorating.
Sorry.
We don't want to miss anything.
The decorative paper for this size is 2 5/8 by 2 3/8. And then this top piece is 2 3/8 by 1 1/8. But I pretty much went a 1/4 inch smaller than what I measured.
Okay, so if you're going to make yours any size that you want to, or to fit a specific item, just add a 1/4 of an inch to the size. Hi, Crafty Kathy. Oh, they're loving this, Chris.
Good. And I didn't bring a little pop dot, but that's okay. We'll just use a piece of
I like the
score tape.
papers that you're using. Those are really cute. These would be
Thank
fun
you.
little May Day
yes, they
little
would.
baskets, or Easter. I could see them being made with some Easter
Yes.
papers and putting little chocolate Easter eggs in them.
And look at this cute little, you can tie that cute little bunny charm on with some.
Okay, we have lots of charms. They're 69 cents, and they are not online, but you can call the store and we will pull them for you. We have literally hundreds of charms. Okay, Pam says jelly beans. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Okay, and then to close it, we don't have a lot of Velcro dots remaining in the store, but we'll get more in.
Absolutely.
When I made this, we had quite a few left. I'm sorry, but you could always use our magnets too, if you chose to do that. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm working with a Band-Aid, so bear with me.
Oh, they're saying that to do like a party invite and then little treat containers.
Oh gosh, yeah.
All alike. That's a great idea. I love that. Party favors.
I got my pliers. Okay, so you want it to close far enough that you're not going to have a gap. So I lay it down and just kind of make a mental note or put my finger where I want the Velcro. Whoops, there we go. And you're going to have to just push it down a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to pull up when you, if you hold on to it the first time you open it, give it a good push, and then you'll be fine the next time.
Awesome. That's so cute.
There you go.
And she added a little flower.
Yep, the little
the
stitched
flowers. I love that. Oh, Chris, that's so cute.
Thank you. And it will stand up. Well, as you see, those will stand up, maybe because they have something in them.
Yeah, that probably does help. There we go. Well, okay.
Well,
that's not going to stand up for our live video, is it?
It's not going to work anyway today, but that's all right.
Okay, for those of you just
life.
signing on, do you want to,
Yep.
that's the size, and we're going to post these at the end of the video. That's for hot chocolate. So I just love these, Chris. What a cute and simple idea with, gosh, just not even a whole piece of cardstock or
Exactly.
some scraps.
I got 5 of this size out of 2 pieces of 12 by 12 cardstock.
Wow. Okay. So two, basically for rounding, 2 out of a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock.
Yep.
Nice.
So-
That's a good way to use up scraps and all your scraps of pattern paper. Don't throw anything away because you can always use them.
Yes, but just remember, you can't put anything bigger than what's going to accommodate a 12 by 12 piece of paper unless you want a seam somewhere in it.
And you could.
Oh yeah, definitely.
could.
Yeah. But for me, yeah.
Well,
You
Chris,
saw my math skills.
well, Chris made one of these for all of us here and filled with chocolates, and we just thought that was the cutest thing. So thank you, Chris, for
You're welcome.
at a moment's notice doing this for us today. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And here's the measurements again for the tea caddy. Take a screenshot. Here's for the hot chocolate caddy. And Chris did give us some tips on if you want to make it any other size other than this to fit a specific item. Okay. Well, yes. Well, thank you very much, Chris.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. And here's another look at her samples while Kelly's getting the mic on. And we do have some Velcro packages, but if you need, we will be getting more. Like we said, this is kind of a last minute.
And the Velcro is online under adhesives and miscellaneous.
Yay.
So if you're looking for it.
Yay.
Are we going to, let's show these.
Yes, I think we need to show these.
Well, we got another very fun package from Northwestern Iowa. Thank you, Bonnie. And it's just amazing. Look at the front of it. Let's pull out all these little, kind of like old-fashioned Valentines. Like when I was a kid, this is kind of like the Valentines that we got. Maybe not that one, but definitely the cat.
And look at these hearts that are stuck in.
Yeah, Bonnie, we wanted to know what they are because we love them.
They're really cute. They're foiled hearts, and she stuck them in the pocket.
I love you dearly, Valentine. And this is that paper from Doodlebug, and she just cut off a couple of the tickets. So
stuck in
cute.
there. Adorable.
And I think that's the pocket from Lawn Fawn, the gift card pocket. I'm not 100% sure, but very creative on the side.
And Bonnie's signature foil paper.
Yep, doing red this time. Love it. And then a really sweet message. Very sweet, Bonnie. You don't know how special you make our days.
Yes, yes.
So-
And I am becoming quite a chocolate connoisseur. So thanks for the chocolates.
Yes, there were chocolates, and Dawn tested them all before any of our staff tried them.
because I didn't
make
want
sure
the
they're safe and
Yep,
tasty, and they
staff,
were.
We don't want to give them anything that isn't approved
Do
by
we get
us.
to show this too, Dawn?
Yeah, so then Diane got
Her own bag. Oh, it's got like a spray on it. Can you see the sparkle?
Oh, it's got a shimmer.
I wonder if it's a wink of Stella, maybe.
Looks like it.
And it opens up. Oh my gosh, all these butterflies, they've got like loose wings, so they're very dimensional, and they've got this sparkle on them too. Oh, I haven't seen this.
Yes,
It's the first
isn't
time
it
I've seen
gorgeous?
it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
Got a little-
Bonnie,
it's got a little
very,
note tucked in
very
and a
talented.
tag. Oh my gosh. This looks like some Janet greenery and little butterflies.
So it's just layered upon layered. So if you have the time and the papers and stuff, just layer your die
Everything
cuts.
is matted in black. So she didn't just put the little ephemera on there. She matted it in black, which is a really neat idea.
It's very striking. It's just gorgeous. So good job.
We're honored.
Absolutely.
We're honored to get this kind
that
of stuff.
anyone
Look
takes
at
the time
The
and-
butterfly kind of flutters.
Turn the back. Even the back is decorated. That's gorgeous, gorgeous paper.
So
Love
it
it.
looks like maybe a 6 by 12 piece.
And then
And then
scored in half.
and then made a pocket, and gosh,
Yeah.
amazing. Thank you, Bonnie. That is really sweet. Very sweet.
We love it. We love it.
Well, we have a
Okay.
couple things to show,
Yes,
Dawn,
we
before we
do.
go. Before I go get my hair cut, which is needed. All right, well, let's show this first because this is really, we're going from beautiful to beautiful.
Okay.
And this is a canvas kit. It comes in a kit. We can't always choose the music. Life plays for us, but we can choose how we dance to it.
And that's already pre-printed and in the
It's
kit.
really nice.
And then you get all the supplies in the kit. This is our new mixed media kit that is just being for sale today.
It's got little music paper, which is perfect. And Dawn designed this, so
And
this
then
is
it's
really
got
pretty.
a crochet edge under there, and all these things are in your kit except for like the bottle green Nouveau drops that are on there.
And also is that Glossy Accents?
That is Glossy Accents, and that's made to look like it's wet or has dewdrops on it. There you go. And
very cool, Dawn.
This kit you'll find under kits. Oh, and it does include all the ribbons. And
It's called We Can't Always Choose the Music, and it's $14.99.
So
Looks like a 6x6 canvas.
Yes, it
looks
is.
like.
Yep.
So this is available right now as we speak online under kits.
And the supplies that you need to finish that, as I mentioned, is the Nouveau Bottle Green, and then I used frayed burlap to ink that.
So a brown distress, and you could
Any brown.
you could do a pink on there too if you wanted to.
Absolutely.
If you didn't have the green,
or you don't even need it on there. The Nouveau drops, and it still looks great.
So very cool, Dawn. Good job. Then we got in the Gamsel, which is used for blending colored pencils and the pastels, the oil pastels from Maker Mania 2. And if you weren't in Maker Mania 2, we do have the oil pastels here that you can get if you want to play around with them.
And you use that with blending stumps.
I didn't bring any blending stumps.
Blending stumps are just a device. It's actually like hardened paper.
Yeah, it looks like a pencil, but it's made out of like rolled up a whole bunch of paper.
Hardened paper.
And you can sharpen those with this, Dawn, if you happen to have one. This is the sandpaper sharpener, and it's got lots of layers on here, and you can just rub your blending
stump on that to sharpen it.
wonder if you could use that on colored pencils. I'm not sure. And then we mentioned the Velcro that Chris used, so we do have that. And I don't really know what's in this bucket here. I wish I would have looked before we got here. But I do think the first thing out's pretty cool.
Our order of honeybee came back in, our restocking, and that's the wagon. I ordered that in for a customer, and then we ordered a few extra, and we showed
It's so
it.
darn
and
cute.
I didn't think they would be that popular, but oh my gosh, they just they sold out right away. So and then I had to order more.
It's $13.99, and then the Happy Mail stamp is back, and it's only $4.29, and we did get quite a few requests for that. And then we got, this is a new one, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
This is Love You Bunches.
I just thought the phrases on this were so good. Your friendship means so much to me. You're never alone. We're better together. Hello, lovely. Sending you strength. You are my person. Our friendship isn't one big thing. It's a million little things. Thank you for making the ordinary moments extraordinary. And I love that they used the two different kinds of fonts.
Yeah, I like that too.
Great messages for the inside of the cards. I really like that. And
Very
then
nice.
a beautiful bouquet that could be watercolored.
And it's $23.99.
that.
Yeah, I think it could be watercolored. It could be Copic. It could be lots of things. And then we got in the sticky specks are back. And this is an adhesive that's very popular for doing little items. And we got two sizes. We got they're both the same price, $7.49. I think you get more sheets in the small one than you do the large one.
Okay, and what they are.
Tell us how it works, Dawn.
Okay, here's it. It's magnified. So it's a sheet of a bunch of little dots. So if you are working with a phrase or a small
Like a
item,
die cut.
like look at that. You put it on to the adhesive and you rub it, and then you peel it off, and then the adhesive is on the back without like strings or anything.
Trying to glue it. And you can use it over and over. I mean, even though they put that hard on that area, you would still put another item down in the same spot.
Right, yeah.
Because they're so minute.
They say that they last a long, long time. I have not used them, but they used them a lot in Maker Mania.
All right, then these are some heavy new things, but we got in the super value pack of the 5x7 cream colored cards, and you get 250 for $15.99, and maybe
wonder what
somebody
the
out there
math
could
is.
do the math for us on that, because we're not doing that in our head. So we do have the cream, and we also have the white.
So for you card makers, it's a great...
This is $12.99 for white.
So everything's cut
And scored.
and scored for you.
I have a
pull
pile
one
of the smaller ones at my house, Dawn, and I just pull them out as I'm making cards.
And these come in the A2 size also.
All right, now if you want to make some beautiful cards, the crepe paper grunge light tones is back in stock. Here we can just
Oh, I
kind of
think that's Craft Consortium.
Oh,
we
sorry.
have a new tab under on our online shopping under the new section for Craft Consortium. Because we keep getting in all these beautiful paper packs. So we have created a new tab.
And here's the watercolors.
Is that how the Canadians say it?
I believe so, yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to play
And
with
look
these.
at the back is like a kind of a palette, you know how you do with your watercolors?
I want to die cut Easter eggs out of this
Oh, that would be perfect.
paper.
Yeah, this is really gorgeous.
Actually, you know what you could do is stamp that floral stamp
Oh,
on there and cut around it, and you're done. You don't even have to get out your inks and
yeah,
everything.
that's very pretty. I like that one. I don't
Pretty.
recognize that. Do you think we had that before?
I don't know if that one we've had before. Or not.
And we've got the grunge light tones in the 12 by 12, so I can't handle it. Here we go. Very nice for mixed media or scrapbook backgrounds, because it's not just your plain paper. It's got some
Gorgeous.
variations.
Oh, and then here it is, the same one in the 12 by
Yeah,
12.
I can't wait to see this. Purple, purple.
Beautiful.
That's really nice, Dawn. And then there's another new one.
This one we have not had before. And I brought this one in because of the vintage and how Janet's been using a lot of the map paper in here. Look at this. You could have found relatives.
Yes.
If you don't have old pictures of your own, you could scrapbook
You've got them right
these.
here. If you want to do a heritage album, but you don't have any heritage pictures or memorabilia, we got you taken
Who
care
would
of.
know? Put one in there and say it's Aunt Bessie and
Look how
Uncle
nice
Lauren.
this is to cut apart. And you get
These
two,
would be
two
really
of
neat
each.
to put in your old heritage
So you get the
albums.
background, and you're not ruining the cut aparts because you get two. Oh no, you get more than two. It looks like
This
you get
would be
maybe
good
three.
for tucking. And these would be good backgrounds. Oh, look at the old letters.
Nice. Oh, I like this.
Oh, there's Katie or Teresa's Mary Poppins.
The park.
Oh,
At the park.
that's just
Now
so
look
random.
at the back of this one, how you can cut that apart. Nice
Wouldn't it be
backgrounds.
fun to read those if you could?
Yeah.
Find out some juice about somebody's
Maybe
history.
some love letters. Here's a map paper and some like newsprints. So I'm glad you ordered this, Dawn. I think this is really cool.
Yeah, I like
There's
this
a ledger paper,
too. Postmarks.
postmarks. So,
All right.
and that is called Vintage Emporium. Okay, and then we've got our new little handy dandy storage items.
All back in
I'm going to
stock.
start with this one because I have this at home and I do use it. This is a phone holder or phone clip. It's $5.99. You don't know what it is when you see it, but your cell phone hooks right on it, so you can set it like this or you can turn it like this if you want more of an angle. And sometimes, Dawn, I set mine up like this.
Right, right. Somebody I was talking to on Saturday wanted that because for watching our videos every morning. They said they
yeah.
wanted something to stand their phone up. So if you are having trouble standing your phone up for an hour when you're watching our videos every morning, we have just the tool for
Yeah,
you.
just call us. It's the phone clip and it's $5.99.
And these are not online.
No. Then we have the beach loungers. I love the name.
Yeah,
of this.
the company we buy them from calls them beach
The
loungers.
beach lounger. We got multiple colors, and you can just set your glue in there so your glue stays down in your tip, and when you pick it up to use it, you don't have to go like this and squeeze it. It's ready to go. So that's pretty cool.
Teresa really liked the red color. We've had these before, but these are some of the new colors that we just got in.
And then we have the single glue holders.
And those will hold like your Nouveau, your glue,
Yeah, they're
like your
perfect
Lawn
for
Fawn
Nouveau.
glue. And it's got a graduated size in there, so it
That's
holds
very
a lot
clever,
of
whoever
different.
designed it.
Yeah, that was genius. So it holds a lot of different types of liquid glues and Nouveaus.
So these are $4.99, and these are $7.99 for the beach lounger. Wouldn't we like to be in a beach lounger right
Why,
now,
as a
Dawn?
matter of fact, I would, Kelly.
I think you would. I know you would. Okay, and then we got 3 different brush holders. And I think this one might be called the peacock, and I didn't know why, but the back brushes are at an angle.
I fan
And
out.
so are the middle brushes, so that you can easily see everything you have. But look, there's something special on these, Dawn. Do you see the little colored clips?
Yep.
Well, those come in a little container like this, and they're called Brush Buddies for $5.99. So you can mark what color you've been using. Like I've been using pink on this brush, and this brush I use blues and yellows. So you can kind of keep them sorted by color. I think that's pretty handy.
Well, not to mention, it just looks cute.
It does, and it looks good too.
For $5.99, I think it's probably worth the cuteness.
So it looks like you get quite a few different ones in there because I've used a few of them. And it looks like you're getting all the rainbow colors.
Oh, plus all those that you already have on there?
Plus the ones I
well,
used.
there you go.
So we have the 3 different brush holders.
Okay, so there's the round.
The round, this is called the football, and this is the peacock.
This is the football because it's like the shape of a football. Yeah. Okay.
And your brushes just sit in there on your desk.
Okay. And then I suppose you could probably put like paper clips and rubber bands
I think so,
down in between them. And
Definitely.
then this one's the peacock, as Kelly mentioned.
Yes, I didn't know why until I put the brushes in it, and it's like, oh, bingo.
Okay.
All right.
So if you want any of those, they are not online. You'll just have to call.
And we've got one more, Dawn.
Okay, wait. I missed a lot.
You missed some questions?
I missed so many. Oh my gosh.
Do we need to stop for a second?
Well, my phone just stopped putting messages, and now they're all loading in. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. Here we go.
All right. This is the clutter keeper, and I love this, Dawn, because it's to put on your desk to like gather up your stuff. Like you could put a trimmer in here, maybe your Misty and your trimmer, just to keep your tools kind of out of the way. And I just went and got some stamp sets because I think if I was like doing a project, maybe I would gather all the things I'm using for that project.
Oh my
the stamps and the dies, and I would just stick them in there. And then they're right at
Kelly, that's genius.
And they're, you're not looking for them on the floor or on your lap, or you can't find them. Dawn, do you have that trouble?
No, I never have that trouble ever.
When you're doing stuff,
I'm always looking for stuff. Kelly,
I
that's
know.
genius.
I think it's great.
Oh my gosh.
Even my trimmer, sometimes I can't find my trimmer, and it might be sitting right in front of me, and I can't see it. But
it's usually I have to put my trimmer on my lap.
Yes, I think a lot of us trim on our laps. All right, and the one other thing that's back in stock, and everyone's going to be super excited. This was a project that Dawn showed us on what day did you do this?
Friday, maybe?
Maybe Friday.
No, because Janet, I was Thursday.
Thursday. So last Thursday, this was Dawn's Good Friends accordion home decor piece, and it's really beautiful.
And it says, good friends are like stars. You don't always see them, but you know they are always there.
And then it's got lots of hinges so you can set it up, and then it also folds flat. So if you want to, put it down somewhere or store it or mail it to a friend, it's just a good fun thing to have out. And the kits are back in stock. They're $8.99, and they include the chipboard, the hinges, the directions, and they also include the poem. And then you can choose how to decorate it if you want to go with 49 and mark it like Dawn did.
This is the 49 and mark coral collection. And then I had some leftover pieces from other kit and project that I did. So not every single thing that you'll find on here is from that. I've also used stamps. I just used a bunch of leftover.
Go back and watch the video if you really want to, because it's really pretty, and she shows you a lot of tips on how to make the hinges and things.
All right, so here's the kit, $8.99, and you'll find that under kits.
And Dawn said she's making me one, so
but you haven't told me the color yet.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll have to talk colors then today.
The price of the clutter keeper, Kelly?
I think it was $11.99 is the clutter keeper.
And I think it only comes in the clear.
Yeah, just the clear, but very handy. And by being clear, you can see your stuff better, Dawn.
Well, yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you, Chris. That was a really nice demo today. Tomorrow's Wednesday, and Maggie's going to be back. And what's Maggie doing tomorrow?
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
what is Maggie
she's doing that paint thing.
She's
dyes.
She is doing paint cards.
Yeah,
paint cards.
Painting
but
on
the
cards.
techniques, she's using it on cards, but the technique could also be used on scrapbook pages,
or
mixed media,
but
anything.
It's just really fun.
Yes.
So.
And then your Thursday.
Thursday, I'm so excited for Thursday. I hope you can join us. I got pretty excited with some Pink Fresh product.
Oh gosh, that's
the
right.
The stamps, the dies, and the stencils. I took a class a couple weeks ago, and I can't stop making stuff with them.
Again, you guys, the cards
they're very nice.
beautiful.
They are fun.
Some
and
of you
fun.
have seen them. Yeah.
So, anything else, Dawn?
Then Friday, we're back to Janet with her heritage. Mm-hmm. Okay, they want to know what the price of the Chase loungers
are. Chase loungers, the beach loungers, are $7.99, and they come in the 5 colors.
Who wants to jump on the rhombus with us and go south to the beach and some palm trees and some warm sun?
Even just maybe getting out somewhere where it's above 0 degrees.
Yeah.
Or above-
Actually,
above
I need a little
freezing.
bit more
You
than
need more
above
than that,
0.
yeah,
I
I
need above
understand.
like 80. 80. Above 80 would be good for me.
So thank you everyone for watching. Have a wonderful crafty day, and we'll be back tomorrow.